casualty.
Which is simply an external expression of very helpful blowers trying to compare don't want Hillary Clinton. No, they don't. They don't. They're not.
Water heater and foot.
Next class, Tony. A couple of calls are good encouragement. Half a dozen people.
Yeah. So as we come back from the break, one of the things that I will tell you, we've got a lot of things on testimony, and this is right now we're creating a testimony about what we believe and what we see. So callers, call in, 512-452-1120. Again, that's 512-452-1120. And again, you're listening to today's Christian Talk, 1120, The Bridge. Let's take a look at your Bridge weather forecast. Call it for new windows every month.
For a memorable evening and
En las vainas que cuelgan de estos.
your top.
To be an expert when it comes to getting a home loan and getting it done.
Mentally.
Walker pledges, and Texas Alliance for Life collects the donations. The Walk for Life will be a family event on Saturday, May 9th. You can register in the Walker right now. Visit TexasAllianceForLife.org or call 512-477-1244. That's TexasAllianceForLife.org or 512-477-1244.
Helping you get back on your feet again and find new purpose for your life. Today's Christian Talk 1120, The Bridge.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Sines, president of Texas Values. I'm here to tell you about an exciting new show called Texas Values Report, airing on Saturdays at noon here on The Bridge. I'll be discussing what's happening at the Texas Capitol and around the state concerning life, marriage, and religious freedom. So join me at noon on Saturdays for Texas Values Report to hear how you can stand for faith, family, and freedom in Texas.
There's a new bridge in Austin. Tell your friends. KTXW Maynard, Austin. Today's Christian Talk 1120, The Bridge.
What's the matter with somewhere can't you tell that tonight your wife?
Again, welcome back to Chaz Winkle Live. We're on today's Christian Talk Radio 1120, The Bridge. Excited to have you guys back with us today and all the things that are going on. But we have left for the break, and we were talking about inviting callers to call in about some of the things that are going on down at the Hill tomorrow here in the state of Texas. We had, in our first segment, we had Chip Roy, who is the first assistant to the Attorney General, Ken Paxton, and he was discussing some of the things that are happening with the HB 3567. It's a bill that basically is talking about some of the religious freedoms that we're protecting. And this is for pastors. This is for anything that's going on. So if you were working in that area where, you work in a bakery, if this would attack your religious freedom there, then you probably want to call in and start talking about these things. If this was something that you felt strongly about, you would want to do that.
This is a perfect opportunity. It's probably heresy for me to speak this, but this is a perfect opportunity for interfaith collaboration, because we know the Torah is specifically it's specifically for man and woman being married. We know that the Quran teaches the same thing, and we know that Christianity believes it, but we're attacked oftentimes, I believe, because we turn the other cheek, because we're supposed to. But you have one group of people who are willing to make it wrong for somebody to believe and stand up for their own belief system. And you don't have people going into a mosque to get married, same sex. You don't have them going to the synagogue for the same reason. But in a church, it's different.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, I think we have had so much political correctness beat us over the head that we've allowed this to happen, because we haven't really stood up and been counted. And it's easy to stand up and be counted if you're in a church service. But when you're down on Capitol Hill and you're seeing the things that are going on, it makes a difference in how we actually see and perceive things. When you're actually looking at the legislature and how they're actually working through the process. And some of us, we get so tainted because of we don't feel like anything's getting done the way that we like it. And so we just put ourselves in a position to say, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're not, it's just, I don't have enough time to get into that, that area where, I'm not going to make a difference. And so, that's an area that we really need to spend some time on. Well, let's go to the phone lines. We've been inviting callers in to call us in. You can call us at 512-452-1120. And we're asking for 50 people to call in so that we can actually talk about what's going on down at the Hill. But let's go to the phone lines. We got Pastor Raymond on today. How you doing, Pastor?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing, Kev?
We're doing great. Glad you're tuning in, and we're hoping that we're getting to not just you, but to the rest of your congregation and the things that are going on. But we wanted you guys to call in because this is such an important part, this House Bill 3567, that, you as a pastor, if we don't do something, Raymond, these things are going to be attacked. So if you run a bakery, or if you have a home church, or if you have a Chick-fil-A or a Hobby Lobby, if we don't allow these things to go on, what's going to happen to us?
Well, what we want to do is not remain what I call PI, passive impotence. Passive because we've lost our way, our vision for our country, for our families, for our future. And impotent because we fail to recognize the power and authority we have as Christians through the kingdom of God to bring forth the values, the principles that many have laid their lives for our country, for our state, and for our future, our children. And for me as a pastor, our goal is to equip the saints to do the work of the Lord, to empower ourselves through the Holy Ghost to reach the lost, the mournful, the brokenhearted with the love of God. And we can do this by taking a stand for our values and our beliefs, by standing for our the legislative body that believes in freedom and not tyranny, freedom for all people as enumerated in the Constitution to pursue